You can't.
जी मेरी अरसलान साहब आपसे तो मेरी प्रॉब्लम मुलाकात हुई थी CBM के
जी बिल्कुल लास्ट
314 में जी I met you. I don't have hair now during COVID time, so आ जाएंगे वापस.
Everybody is going through a difficult time.
एक हम लोग 3-4 मिनट रुक जाते हैं. अगर आप अरसलान साहब तो स्टार्ट में आप अपने कुछ स्टोरी सुना दें. इंट्रो आपका बाद में होगा, बट अभी कुछ भी IOBM का इस वक्त आपको याद आ रहा हो.
I want to pay my condolences to Talib Saab for his auntie, as we used to call her, क्योंकि हम जब ज्वाइन किया था तो वो कैफेटेरिया रन करती थी, and I think we have very fond memories of her, and it was sad to hear that we had to lose her. May Allah grant her a highest place in Jannah, and
आमीन
आमीन आमीन आमीन. अरसलान आपका कौन सा बैच था?
I was in BB8.
BB8, okay. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा.
2001. Graduated in 2001.
But that must be in this new campus, ना?
जी we graduated in the new. Last year was a new campus. बाकी सारा जो था वो पुराने campus में था.
Okay, तो आपकी दोनों campuses की memories हैं?
जी. We have much more fond memories of the old campus because we only spent an year in the new campus.
Okay, चलें. I'm Raza, Mohammad Raza. I'm from MBA 2. Again, the initial part of CBM.
Good to meet you.
Same here.
जी एक कॉल आ गई थी. Anyone else who would like to share any experience before we move to the main session? अगर participants वीडियो ऑन कर लें तो बहुत अच्छा हो जाएगा. I see सलमान अली वीडियो.
कैसे हैं आप?
सलमान अली खान जी. मिस तज़ीन आप ही कुछ बताएं IOBM के बारे में.
मेरी तो स्टोरी बहुत लंबी है. एक सेकेंड. Because I started my BBA in 1997, and since then, even when I was in the corporate sector, I was somehow linked with IOBM. So I completed my MBA in 2001, but uske baad, with both my corporate jobs, I was somehow linked with IOBM, and then I started teaching as visiting and then full time. So it's like a second home to me. Extremely fond memories. यहाँ पे बैठक पे आके मुझे हमेशा I have very dual kind of feelings. I can see some of my old students too at times, and then I can see some of my fellow colleagues and friends. तो वो बड़ी मिक्स सी फीलिंग होती है. स्टूडेंट्स के लिए आई एम वेरी प्राउड ऑफ देम, एंड फ्रेंड्स वही आपको पुरानी सारी चीजें याद आ जाती हैं, एंड द सेम मजा, एंड सिटिंग इन द क्लास, एंड इट्स वेरी नॉस्टैल्जिक.
जी it is always nostalgic. I'm not an IOBM alumni, but I can imagine last 1.5 years I'm here, and I can imagine the feeling you have. I can imagine. I think we should start. Raza Saab, if you welcome and ask Talib Saab to start the session, please.
Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin arrahmanir rahim maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Sadaqallahul azim. Assalamu alaikum, friends. Welcome to this Alumni Baithak, and we are really glad that we have around 10-12 alumni members who are now with us. alumni always play a very important role in any institute, in any education institution. IoBM के लिए भी ये बहुत एक important एक segment है. Unfortunately, over the last say 21-22 years, this couldn't pick up. लेकिन जैसे अभी कमरान ने बताया कि over the last say 2 years, some really aggressive work has been done on this alumni side, and especially after joining of Kamran. और alhamdulillah, this the concept of Baithak, this has picked up. In fact, this is the 6th Baithak in the last 2 months. And inshallah ta'ala, we are trying to connect with most of our alumni, and the good news is that they are also getting connected. So without any delay, I would like to now request President IoBM, Mr. Talib Kareem, for his address. But with the sharing the good news, I'm sure everyone know about it, that alhamdulillah, MBA and BBA programs of IoBM are now placed in the highest category. And I think this is an honor for IoBM, considering that this is a 25 years old institute. And in Pakistan, we have now 7 such education institutes which are in this category. So we'd like to congratulate Talib Saab, Madam Sabina Mohsin, and the entire management team, the entire faculty, the entire alumni for this honor. And with these words, I would like to request Talib Saab for his address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. I'm sorry, I will not be able to turn on the video. I am actually confined to bed. I have a very severe back pain, and for the past 1 week, I cannot move actually. So but I wanted to be with you, and my apologies because I'll be leaving a bit early in the next 5 to 10 minutes, because we have a dua arranged for my late mother with my siblings who are abroad, so that be in next 10 or 15 minutes. So I'll beg your leave, but inshallah in future I'll be with you for the full session. So I see a lot of activity in this group. When this group was formed, I was made a member, and then I just saw many people joining through the link. And now I think, if I'm not wrong, it's 130 plus alumni who are part of this group. And of course, I'm guessing that they all belong to finance background. So which is, something which we should be proud of. We have always talked about our marketing discipline doing extremely well. But I think, our finance has also picked up under the leadership of Tazeen, who's again our alumni and is in this group. And but it has also, I think it has added value to the program by all of you, because once you have gone out in the market and you were able to secure good jobs, and now you are at very senior positions. I know at least few of you have, if we talk about banks, have reached a level of SCVP. And now one of our alumni has reached the rank of CEO, Chief Operating Officer of JS Bank. So I think now, after past many years, our alumni are now getting to that level of Chief Executive of major banks or major companies. Of course, they are CEOs of their own companies. Many have established their own companies. But now in such a short period of time, achieving that level of Chief Executive or SCVP or a directorship level, I think that is commendable. So yes, we got this good news just yesterday actually, that we have been placed in W category, which is the highest accreditation given to a business school in Pakistan. NBEAC is part of Higher Education Commission, and now they have a very strict criteria to give accreditation to universities. So right now, altogether, I think there are only 22 or 23 universities in Pakistan who have been accredited, 7 in W category, and the rest are in X category. So they have only 3 categories, W, X, and no category. So either you get W or X, or you don't get accredited, and they give you some time to improve your program, and then get accredited after you show the improvement. So it was a great achievement. I think the team led by our rector, Dr. Fan Heather, by our HODs, by our deans. So I think it's a combined effort by all of them to achieve this. The same type of accreditation is also in computer science department and in education department. So we are accredited, and of course, our engineering program is accredited with the PEC, Pakistan Engineering Council. So I think Dr. Fan Heather will talk more about our online transformation from our conventional teaching to online that happened in late February when we were asked to shut down the university. Initially, we were asked that students won't be allowed, and they did allow faculty members and other staff to come to the campus. But I think within 2 weeks, they asked everyone to stop coming to the campus. So at that time, around 40 of our faculty members were on LMS, that is Learning Management System, which is Moodle. We use Moodle. So our challenge was to transform or to train almost 400 faculty members. The transformation was from 40 to 400 faculty members who can conduct online classes and can conduct over 1,000 sections, which was 1,000 sections which were being offered in spring semester. Alhamdulillah, I think our faculty took the challenge, and I think they got themselves trained, and they were able to complete the semester successfully with even the assessments were held, the final assessments were held, and the students were graded. Of course, there were many challenges on the way. Of course, few students were not happy, but I think majority of the students were able to adapt, and the result was reflected in our summer admissions, where this year we had over 400 more students than last summer, knowing that we are going to have online classes in summer. So that meant that students were confident that they will be able to take online classes. Even our admissions this year went online. So our fall admissions is totally online. We did not advertise in any print. There was no print advertisements. Everything was digital. All applications were received online. So the next challenge was what to do with aptitude test, which all of you took at that time. How do we bring in students? Can we conduct online aptitude tests? So the conclusion was we cannot with 4,000 plus students because of privacy issues, internet issues, connectivity issues, and many other issues. So we said that, okay, so we came up with a novel idea of asking students to submit a 3-minute video telling us on their plans and why do they want to come to IoBM and things like that. And interestingly, we received almost 4,000 videos. Those videos were assessed by our faculty members. They were graded, and now through that grading, that would be around 60% of the grading, 40% would be their intermediate, which means first year. As you know, the second year exams were not held. So it was based on their first year results and their A1 results if they are in A levels, because again, A2s were not held. And now they're averaging out A1 and A1 grades would be transferred to A2 grades. And same as with intermediate, that grade 11 grades will be transferred to grade 12. So I think all this transformation, I think it was great. And I think one good news was that a lot of our alumni, I think group of alumni, they were part of this transformation, whether as faculty members, whether they were working in Microsoft or working in other organizations. So, for example, for our payment system for our admissions, we took the services of Fori, which is something similar to Easy Pesa. And again, our graduate was involved in that thing. So it's good to see our alumni being part of various organizations. And whenever we go for an advice or go for some sort of an assistance, we'll find our alumni to be part of an organization where they come and help us. So I hope that all of you, and I'm sure some of you are located abroad or based abroad. Some of you are in Pakistan, and we hope that you will keep yourself engaged. You will keep yourself involved with IoBM, either through as an advisory, through an advisory role. If you're in Pakistan, then you can be part of our faculty, be part of our various activities, and be engaged. Because I think backbone of any university, of any institution, are their graduates. There's no doubt about that. So it's not the financial part of that. It's your know-how, it's your knowledge, it's your association with the institute that you can give back to the institute through various roles that you can play. And I think under the leadership of Farhan and Raza and others, I think our alumni association has really taken off. We have a very nice office. Unfortunately, we have been unable to, or they have been unable to use it because of this COVID-19 situation. But we have a complete setup now for alumni office, and we have a complete setup of our incubation center, where again, the committee that has been formed to mentor the projects, there are 17 projects that we are looking at of our students. There, I think 90% are our alumni. They are engaged with our students in terms of mentoring and in terms of advising them on how to go about. I mean, these are youngsters, so a lot of them are not taking this seriously. And I think out of 17, maybe 7 or 8 of them are taking things seriously. But hopefully, we are going to continue with this. So as long as we are online, we will continue to stay connected with you. I don't know when things will go back to the normal routine. I have my doubts that students will be allowed to come to the campus. I think faculty and other staff will be allowed to go back to the campus and work from there. But given the situation that we are in, I think we are in for a longer haul in terms of students coming to the campus. So we'll try to have a blended learning type of a concept where we are going to run online classes. And if the government allows students to come in a smaller group to the campus, we will run those physical classes and labs and other projects on campus. So again, thank you for getting together and being with us. I see 32 of you there right now, and I'm sure that others will join, and let's continue with this type of initiative. And inshallah, your role will be an important role. My next initiative would be to bring one of our senior alumni to the board of governors of IoBM, so that they can play their due role in terms of making strategies and taking major decisions. So I've taken a lot of your time. Thank you again. And as I've said, I need to leave because I have another meeting waiting. So I wish all of you the very best. I think it's being recorded, so I'm sure I'll go and take a look at the recording and see what has taken place. Thank you, and all the best to all of you.
Thank you, Talib Saab. Thank you very much for a brief on alumni activities. Before we move on, I would like to tell you that this is in the next 1 hour. We will give each one of you a minute or 2 or 3 to talk about yourself and your journey of IoBM. But before that, a few things to catch up. The first thing is a group photo, online group photo. I would now like to request everyone to turn on their videos. And Nabhan Kareem, if you are ready to take the group.
Just waiting for everyone to.
Actually, video group photo is a request because I see everyone having electricity at their home at this moment in time. So we need to catch up with KE if you are in Karachi. A group photo. Everyone ready?
Okay. Smile.
A victory sign maybe.
One more. Hang on.
Victory sign of finance professionals.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Nabhan. So before we move on to the session, I would like to brief you about recent activities by the alumni office in a couple of minutes, and then the floor will be handed over to Muhammad Raza and Farhan Ahmed to talk to you, all of you. So LinkedIn is one of the tools we are using at this moment in time, and we have while the graduate class is out of the campus and they haven't seen the grad week as all of you this year. So we have 12,306 alumni. This is and this is news from the last evening. So in all, we have 13,989 graduates till 2019, and 2020 is the 25th year of IoBM. So as we are seeing 13,000 plus people, so our main alumni, of course, are in Pakistan, but we have a majority in
I think we have lost Mr. Kamran.
Kamran, we can't hear you.
He is also on mute, I guess.
Yeah, Kamran, can you unmute yourself?
Can you hear me now? Sorry, my
Yes.
mic was.
Yeah, now you're very much there, but we can't see you. He's host.
Back. Sorry. sorry for this disconnection. In the last 2 months, Baithak in Australia, United States, UAE, and European region, and we have from LinkedIn we got to know that we have alumni outside Pakistan in all regions of the world, and we are trying to engage all of them. And here are the top employers. HBL is and Aga Khan University are one of our biggest employees in terms of hiring our graduates. And this information I extracted only yesterday. So from LinkedIn, I can see people working in Standard Chartered or Mizan Bank or United Bank. So all the top 10 banks in Pakistan have our graduates. And by level of alumni,
Sorry, Kamran.
so these CEOs are not in all. So at this moment in time, if we see,
screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me share that again.
Thank
Is
you.
it fine now?
Yep.
Is it fine
Yes, it's fine. It's completely fine.
now? Is it fine now? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so here are the level of alumni that I extracted from LinkedIn, pool available at this moment in time. So as we are progressing, these managers will be promoted to assistant directors and directors and CEO level, most likely in next 5 years. So we have a majority of pool at a mid level at this moment in time. Sorry, my connection is a bit unstable. I'm trying to gauge. So here are some of the degrees that IoBM offers: BBA Finance, Accounting in Finance, Economics in Finance, Law, and then MBA Finance, Risk Management, and then there is a combination of entrepreneurship and SME banking and finance, and we have a PhD. And we have few faculty members who are enrolled in PhD finance. So by the way, I came to IoBM from IBA. I served there 8 years, and I know that there are no PhD in finance in IBA and LUMS. So that is for sure. And I think in next few years, starting with Tazeen, hopefully we will have a finance PhD as a faculty.
We already have a finance PhD. Alimi.
So here are some of, okay, I didn't know that.
PhDs in finance.
So here are some of the affiliations of the finance departments. Okay, thank you for support. We have an affiliation with CFA Institute, ACCA, and the Chartered Institute with exemptions and courses. And here are some of the courses. Most recently, Ms. Tazeen and her team have added, for example, fintech, and for example, retail and consumer banking, real estate, options, and swaps. So we are focusing on more and more focused areas through collaborative environment and through teacher assistance program we have. And we also host Islamic banking conference every year. Can you see my screen? Okay. So I think some of you may have been through IoBM's Finance Student Society. And these are some of the activities that the Finance Society does during, but this year they are planning online activities. So let's see how it goes. And also we during the final year, we have capstone projects within the financial sector. Currently 35 companies are supporting these projects, and I would like to request all of you to contribute and ask your relevant departments to contribute and have these capstone projects for you with the students. Here are some of the glimpses of activities we started during 2019 for alumni. And this is a group photo of IoBM's Alumni Cycling Club. These are all friends and families of alumni. And in last year, November, right before the lockdown, we inaugurated the alumni office at the second floor of the Shah Jahan Karim building. So you should visit once the lockdown thing is settled. You should visit. This alumni office is open to all the alumni of IoBM. And we did some activities. For example, last year April, we booked Anwar Maqsood's drama Naashna Jaane. Naashna Jaane at Arts Council, and this was houseful. And on the left, you will see, you can see when you will come over to your office, you will see and browse the memories down the lane of last 25 years. Also under IoBM alumni, we have started hosting the series of lecture series called Lessons for Leaders, in which we invite mainly our alumni to talk to our students, faculty, and corporate people on emerging topics. And here are some glimpses from the IoBM Cycling Club. So there is an extension to the cycling club. So you must have seen that video on 3rd of June, World Cycling Day. So IoBM, through the sponsorship of the Tufail Group, it is our next door neighbor in Korangi Industrial Park. We have 100 cycles on campus, and we are the first cycle-friendly campus in Pakistan. So these cycles are accessible to all students, faculty, management, staff. So when the lockdown is over and campus resumes its regular activities. And these are some of the Baithaks we did in last 2 months. Apart from region-wise Baithak, we on the left top corner you see the Standard Chartered one, and we are also planning one with HBL very soon. And I would like to request you to identify people within your, and if you have good numbers, we will host Baithak for your organizations as well. Before I show this, so a lot of activities under alumni. We have social media pages exclusive. We have a WhatsApp number, and you have seen region-wise activities. We are recording interviews, and we have a new card. You can apply for the new card with lots and lots of perks. And we are coming up with an interactive alumni portal in which you can access your batchmates, classmates, just like any other global B school portal. I think in next 1 quarter, 3 months maximum, you will have access to this portal. And this portal is also available on your mobile apps, both on Android and Google. So here I am. I would now like to request some of the team members from IoBM who have joined in. Let me see who is here. To introduce yourself, starting with Ms. Tazeen Arsalan. Ms. Tazeen. A minute with each one of you, please. Less than a minute.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Sorry for that. Okay, I did my BBA. I did my BBA completed in 2000. Completed my MBA in 2001. I've been in corporate sector for quite some time. Then I started teaching as visiting faculty at IOBM and other places in 2007. Started as permanent faculty member in 2011. At IOBM, I've been heading the department since 2017. And it's good to see all of you here. Just to give you a very brief introduction, we have tried our level best to restructure the courses so that it is more apt with the industrial requirements and the academic rigor should be there. So I would request all of you to be part of the guest speaker sessions. We do have a curriculum review meeting every semester in which we are revising the curriculum and we bring on board that what changes we want to make. I would also request anyone who is interested in mentoring our current students to let me know, and we'll make you part of the team. which 2-3 हफ्ते पहले जो कामरान ने एक बैठक की थी उसमें I met several of my old students and a number of lovely colleagues of mine जिनको अब हमने connect कर दिया है with the students in different platforms. वो courses में भी हैं, वो capstone की mentoring में भी हैं, वो कुछ research papers में भी हैं. So please do let me know. Take care of yourselves, and I hope that we all stay connected.
Thank you very much. So moving on, I would now like to request a team of EMAC and Alumni Affairs to have 15 to 30-second maximum. Sumaya Methani. So remember Sumaya Methani, she is the one who will be addressing all your queries, concerns, problems, issues, and anything. Sumaya Methani.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Sumaya Mithani here. I'm working at IoBM as a Officer Alumni Association with Kamran Bilgrami, and I'm also a graduate of IoBM. I graduated in 2019. Thank you.
Mehdia.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Mehdia Dharejo. I am currently working for EMAC as Assistant Executive Digital Marketing. So I look after the digital marketing of Alumni Association and EMAC both. And I am also a graduate of IoBM. I graduated from IoBM in 2019 BBA, and now currently I'm pursuing my MBA as well. Thank you.
Faiza Hassan.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Faiza Hassan. I look after corporate trainings and consulting assignments at IoBM, and this year we've started working on the incubation center as well. I am a graduate of IoBM. I did my MBA in 2011 and BBA in 2010. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This is the backend team. You can always contact us, me and this team, and we will try to support you at all levels. So we have 2 faculty members here, Dr. Irfan Haider and Javed Ahmed Saab. But before I hand it over to them, I would now like Mr. Mohammad Raza to start the session. Javed Saab and Dr. Irfan, we will take you online in couple of minutes. You have to wait. Thank you. Raza Saab. Your mic is mute. Raza Saab, जी आपका mic अभी unmute हो गया.
जी, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, ji, thank you, Kamran, for taking this session to this point. Now is the time to open the floor, and we have our participants around. We have almost 18-19 participants, and what we'll be doing is we'll let you speak, and but considering that we have limited time, we won't allow more than 1 or 2 minutes. So what you will be doing is I'll name each one of you. You need to introduce yourself very briefly, your current organization, what you do there, your designation, and your experience at IoBM. So need to be brief, but if you have some value-added suggestion or something like that, you're more than welcome. So we'll start with Ali Dhanji.
Assalamu alaikum. Not sure if you can hear me. I'm sitting on the outside porch right now. It's still early morning. I'm in Houston, Texas. I graduated from IoBM in 2008. I did my MBA Finance, and then started working with Standard Chartered. Worked there for 12 years. Moved to Africa, Singapore, a couple of other places, and then now in the US. I think it's a great platform. I'm excited to be here, and whichever way I can contribute and help people in the capacity we're in. I think a lot of people, I've met a lot of CBMers over here as well in Houston. So I think I'm looking forward, and I'm really excited about this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Ali. And now we have Amit Dalat with us.
Ji, Assalamualaikum everyone. This is Amit Dalat. I'm a graduate of IoBM. I did my bachelor's in 2009, and after that I pursued my CFA. Since the last 7 to 8 years in my work experience, my work is mostly linked to equity research and investments. And I am also currently working as a deputy head of equity research at Universal Investments. I have been involved with IoBM in terms of, besides the bachelor's that I did through the IRC, which is a great platform, and I'm still thankful for the to the university that the university gave me that platform. It was a great entry point for me to enter this industry and learn a lot during that specific 2 months, and that is something I've also expressed my interest recently to Ms. Tazeen as well, that the students that are participating in this competition. I think it's a great learning platform, and I am always available in any and every capacity. Ms. Tazeen, I'm sure we are in contact, so I wish everyone good luck, and happy to be a part of this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amit. And can we hear something now from Arsalan?
Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Arsalan Kutab. I am currently working in HBL as unit head in the corporate and investment banking department. Been there for 14 years now, practically married to HBL. As far as CBM is concerned, I have been indirectly connected it from the time I graduated, and I don't think so I'll be losing touch with CBM anytime soon. Those were the best years we had in our lives, and I think we all owe a lot to CBM to where we are today. That's about it, and best of luck to everyone, and stay safe.
Thank you very much. Now we have with us one of our senior alumni, my batchmate Amir Nawaz. If you can say a few words.
Yeah, sure. Raza, can you hear me now?
Yeah, sure we can.
Okay, thank you very much. And my name is Amir Nawaz. I graduated in 1998 along with Raza. We are MBA 2 class. I think everyone remembers that. Currently, I'm working for TD Bank as a director IT in Toronto. So really, I mean, a lot of memories from CBM, and sometime when I visit Karachi, I particularly meet with all colleagues from MBA 2 perspective. And I just heard that there's a mentorship program. So I'm gonna connect with Raza and Tazeen and offer my services, whatever I can do from IT for IT graduates or upcoming graduates. And if those graduates who are willing to relocate to Canada or immigrate to North America, definitely I can be a point person for them, and I can assist from the job search perspective or whatever current trends are here. Maybe they can help them out for their career.
Thank you, Amir, for getting connected and for your valuable offer. We'll definitely get hold of you. And now let's see what we would listen from Mr. Faiz.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Faiz Manisha. I'm currently working at HBL Assistant Manager. I am a post-disbursement credit analysis. I graduated from Iovm in 2018. It's around 2 years, and I did my BS Accounting and Finance from IoBM.
Okay, I think this is very crisp. So now let's move.
Just a small request. Anyone who is talking, please turn on your video. It will be more comfortable for everyone else, and this session is being recorded. Thank you.
Yeah, I think so far everyone had their videos on. Now we move to Javed Ahmed. If you can hear from you, Mr. Javed.
जी, I have been trying to get my video on. वो हो नहीं रही मुझसे because I would really like it to be on when I'm talking to such illustrious alumni of this institute. So I don't know how many of you know me, but I think some of your faces and names are familiar to me. I have never been I am more a management faculty, marketing and strategy, and maybe someone of you may have done a course with me or not. It's really good to see all of you doing so well, and thank you, Kamran, for inviting me this evening, and also Mohammed Raza for asking me to say a few words. I think you should all be very proud to know that IoBM is now one of the 7. I don't know, Kamran Saab, have you told them this already? No.
Yes, informed them. Yes.
Achha, yeah, this is by Talib Saab.
So that is, I think, a tremendous thing for you to know. Today, I got an email from one of my former students. I don't know if he was one of your classmates or you know him, Noman Sharir. He went on to do a PhD from the USA, and his PhD thesis has been nominated for 3 global awards. These are 3 industry awards. The European Federation of Industries has nominated his PhD thesis for an award. I think the North American Federation of Industries has nominated his PhD thesis for an award. And the Far Eastern Australian Japanese Association has nominated. I think this is a tremendous honor to an IOBS alumni, and I congratulate all of you for this as well. I was just joking with somebody that I hope we don't do the same thing with him like we did with Abdul Salam and Atif Mian. But I think IOBM is very proud of the people that they have had in the past, like yourselves, people that they have at the moment in their students. And I think this institute has, and thank you for being in contact. And I think thank you, Kamran Saab, for setting this up, which allows our alumni to remain in contact with the institute.
Thank you, Javed Saab.
And we'd like you to continue this connection. Please be connected, and inshallah ta'ala, we'll try to get best out of you. Now let's move to, we have Mashkoor Zaidi with us. Can we hear something from Mr. Mashkoor? Mashkoor, can you hear me?
Mashkoor, you're on mute.
आपका mic बंद है. Hello. Oh, sorry. Yes. My mic was muted. Everyone can hear me?
Yeah. Now it's clear.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I did my BBA from CBM in 2014. Did my MBA in 2016. I have almost 6 years of experience in the corporate banking world, mostly in the banking and financial sector. It's been a very, good experience throughout in CBM and then now in the corporate world. And I would like to thank my teachers and my gurus that are here. And I have been trying to offer my services wherever I can. And I have been getting a really good support from IoBM Alumni Association. And I would like to thank Sir Farhan and Kamran for that, and other alumni members. Two of my, I think it's a very good platform. Two of my gurus are in fact attending this session. So it's been a very good moment for me, great moment for me that I'm seeing them. One of them is Ma'am Tazeen and the other one is Sir Arsalan Kutub. So I think we should do this often, and stay blessed, everyone.
Thank you, Mashkoor, for these nice words. Now let's hear something from Mr. Mohammed Ahmed Anwar.
Assalamualaikum, everyone. Basically, I graduated in 2018, did my BS AML, and currently working in Bank Alfla Treasury Department as an associate fixed income sales. I got into Bank Alfla through the management training program, which I feel privileged that these type of organizations comes to our university to hire our students in their management training programs, which says and tells that our IoBM has been reputed all around the organization and corporate world, and shows that students are willing and are worth to work in these corporates. And few of my suggestions would be like, I'm very thankful that we all are who are here connecting with each other, and this will help all alumni students to go wherever or wherever they want in corporate as well, so they will actually.
Okay, thank you, Muhammad Ahmed. Thank you very much. I think the good thing is that, mashallah, everyone is really focusing on the time. जो टाइम का हमारा एक हम सोच रहे थे कि बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज होगा. I think that has been fixed. और with this, I think we'll be able to close it within our allocated time. So we have Umar Agha with us. Umar.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It's Umar Agha, and I completed my bachelor's in 2014. I completed BS in Accounting and Finance, joint honors. Soon after the completion, I joined Standard Chartered as a management trainee in the operations business of the bank, and Mashkoor Zaidi was my batchmate back then, and soon after he left the bank for corporate banking division in another bank. And since then, I've been working actively in Standard Chartered operations, primarily in the security services custody business, which looks after the foreign investors who invest in Pakistan's capital market industry. And apart from that, after 4 years gap, I started my MBA in 2018 from CBM, and it's completed now, alhamdulillah. So my last semester was spring 2020, and it was an online semester for me, which was a very different kind of a scenario and a different experience overall, which was, and just to highlight these efforts from IoBM in comparison with other universities, very big names as well in the education institutions. IoBM did a very good job in completing all the classes online, and also the results and completing all the examinations. So it was a very good overall experience. So we shall keep on continuing these kind of sessions. It would be good for us to keep connected. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Umar. So nice of you for sharing your experience, especially the latest experience, the latest digital experience. I think this would continue now. So with after Umar, we have Salman Ali Khan. Salman, if you can hear me, would like to hear something from you.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, good evening, morning, everyone. So Salman Ali Khan, I was MBA Finance 2016 class. So currently I'm working with I2C Incorporated as Product Manager Digital Platforms. I'm part of the regional team, so based out of Lahore. Abhi Kharajkal Karachi mein work from home chal raha hai. So I've been in payments and fintech industry space for over 7 years now, and believe me, I'm really pleased that IoBM has initiated this fintech course, and believe that it's the right direction. Personally speaking, I had a really hard time because 6 to 7 years back, when I this industry mein enter hua tha, so really nobody understood what fintech or payments really were. I remember telling my family that hum log jo hai internet banking portal or mobile apps bana. That was the only definition I could give them. So I believe that's the right direction, and I hope that if there is any need, I also wrote down to Ma'am Tazeen, if there is anything I can do for that course or any support or any advice is required, so do contact me. So that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Salman. And I'm glad that in the chat there are few suggestions, few offers from our alumni. But let me tell you that this is not the only session. even after the session, you can get connected. You can connect with Kamran, Sumaya. You can give them your suggestions, and we would like to have your suggestions because we want this alumni to really grow. So thank you very much, Salman. Next in my list, we have Shoaib Lalani. Shoaib, if you can hear me, we'd like to hear something from you.
I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah.
So I graduated back in 2014. I did my bachelor's in economics and finance. And I had a really interesting journey with CBM. And I had an opportunity to study from Mr. Zeen Arslan. And I think most of would agree that जिनको भी newspaper पढ़ने की आदत लगी है वो मिस्टर ज़ीन से ही लगी है, मिस्टर ज़ीन की क्लास से ही लगी है. So मेरी जितनी भी habit है to read about fintech, finance, वो मिस्टर ज़ीन की क्लास से ही and वहीं से मेरी habit हुई है. So currently I'm working with Tejas Financial Services as a business head digital lending. Tejas Financial Services is a digital financial services offering services to unbanked and non-banked Pakistanis who do not have financial services available and formal financial services available. So what we do is we provide small loans through digital platform. Customers can sign up through smartphone and then they can immediately apply for a loan. And within 10 minutes, we disburse that money into their mobile accounts. So that's my introduction. I'm glad to see some of the fintech experts in this panel. Salman ko I think we connected on LinkedIn, but I didn't know that he is a Iovm alumni. But
sorry to cut you. I was about to say I think we connected over LinkedIn.
Yeah, I know. So
even I didn't know you were a CB.
So glad to meet here. But happy to be a part of this platform. Happy to help IoBM in fintech area where I can be helpful.
Okay जी, that's great. अच्छा, जो एक सबसे मजेदार चीज जो ये alumni associations के बाद होती है ना कि आप अक्सर इस तरह के forums पे पता चलता है कि यार फला बंदे से हम कितनी बार मिले थे, लेकिन यहाँ जाके पता चला कि यार ये भी हमारे ही इंस्टीट्यूट या यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रेजुएट था. That brings really a good feeling. So I can really feel what you two were feeling when you came to know that you belong to the same industry and you belong to the same institute. So I think this is something which we can get out from other team members as well. Achha, at this point in time, I would like to hand over the floor to Farhan Ahmed. Farhan Ahmed is the president of the Alumni Association, and he really worked very hard for the last say 1.5 and 2 years, along with Kamran and the other alumni members, to bring the Alumni Association to where we are right now. So he'll take up the floor and he'll continue. So Farhan, are you there?
Ji, bilkul, I'm here, Raza.
So what do you, Farhan?
I'm here. Okay, Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well and everybody's safe and good. Sorry, मैं अपना video नहीं on कर रहा because I've not been well since the last 2 days. I've got fever, I've got bad throat, and I'm kind of self-quarantined at this point in time, to be very honest. So I hope everybody's doing good. I think Raza, thank you very much for facilitating the conversation till now, and Kamran, of course. एक मेरी request है आप सबसे जो कि मैंने groups में भी डाली थी. The need of the hour for us children right now at IoBM is that if we can facilitate with physical or virtual internships for our students. Jobs and internships is a critical piece that we really need. The placement office really needs our support in terms of, कि अगर आपके organization में कोई जगह है तो please बताइए, and then we will take it from there and try and link to the HR piece and all that stuff. So that's one request, and I think with that request, I'd like to move forward to Sara Arshad, who I see next. If you can introduce yourself, please.
My name, as you can see, Sara Arshid. I'm a graduate of 2018 and I did my BS in Accounting and Finance. I'm currently working as as an assistant manager, and my cadre is actually assistant manager, and I work as a relationship associate in commercial banking group of Samba Bank Limited. So it's actually really great to see the knots being tied, and I'm actually feeling great that our alumni is doing so great in their professional lives, and I'm sure in personal lives as well. And it's a very humble request to all the seniors who are working in the banking sector to give us a leverage, the IoBM students. I'm not saying to do the nepotism, but give us some door so that we can go through and make our footprints in the organizations you're working. Because I sometimes do feel that we don't have a very strong connection of alumni compared to other institutes. Just that.
Thank you very much for the thoughts, Sarah. I think one of the reasons behind collaborating and behind bringing the alumni onto one platform is fundamentally that we can help each other and we can really work together as a global fraternity. Abhi ki call mein bhi agar aap dekho ki yaar, we've got people from Canada, we've got people from other other countries as well. So I think this is all going to drive into that that direction where we want to support alumni, and we want to give alumni the right opportunities in the right places. So thank you very much. I think that is something that's fundamentally core to what we want to do as an association. Gee, so moving forward, Shoaib Lalani, please. Shoaib Lalani.
Sorry, I got disconnected. Sorry.
जी Shoaib.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
आपकी आवाज बहुत लो आ रही है हमको भी Shoaib.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I got disconnected. I had an issue with the internet. Yeah. So, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, if you can introduce yourself, just tell us what you're doing right now, what year you graduated in.
I just did a little while ago.
Yeah.
You want me to introduce myself again?
Oh, you've done it. Sorry. If you've done it, then we're all right. So then we'll move on to Umair Aslam, please.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Assalamu alaikum Javed Saab, if Javed Saab is there on call. So I graduated, I did my BBA from 2010 batch. I did my MBA from 2011. I was the gold medalist of BBA. I was the gold medalist of MBA. And after completing my education from IoBM, I joined Magnus Investments Advisors as a management associate. And hopefully in the next 6 months, I'll be completing my tenure with this organization. So what I have learned, that consistency, persistence, and the values that you have learned from the institute, that plays a very important role in the success. And we have a core responsibility that we need to pay back to our institute, because what we are today is because of CBM, and I am very proud to say that. On the basis of performance, the board of directors of Magnus has given me the shareholding at $1. Now I'm the one of the minority shareholders of Magnus as well. So I've already talked on the chat as well that I'm already offering my services on a pro bono basis to Institute of Business Management, that whether I can help students and mentoring them. I have already started counseling way back when I joined Magnus Investments, and in 2011 I was the first hiree from CBM, and today I'm very proud to say that out of 40 officers, almost 9 and 10 of them are from CBM, and all are having a CGPA of more than 3.5. So yes, I mean, IBM graduates are doing an excellent job in the industry. I mean, you can easily distinguish between an CBM graduate and an IBA graduate. CBM graduates are more professional, more practical, not solely based on theories. So yeah, I'm very proud of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Osman. Thank you for sharing your journey with us, and quite an impressive journey that is. Chale, okay. The last gentleman on our list is Usman Kaisar Kidwai. Can we have Usman Kaisar, please?
Yeah, assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Usman Kaisar Kidwai. I'm a CBM grad in year 2010, and I joined. Currently, I'm working for Milan Bank as a manager. And before that, I've been associated with Standard Chartered and Telenor Microfinance Bank earlier with my career. It has been a fantastic journey after I joined CBM in 2006, and the discipline we had in the institute and the mix of its culture, it had really helped. I would like to carry on what actually Umair had said, that the discipline that the institute have taught us has really helped us in our career. And this is a fantastic forum for all of us to actually sit down together and talk to each other. I missed out. Raza Saab actually left. He has been part of my organization, and this really that's what I wanted to say, that it was a surprise to see that he was also a part of IoBM. And it's great to see people around doing so well and progressing in career. And best of luck to all of you, and stay safe.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Usman. Thank you very much for that. So I think, thank you everybody for sharing your your profiles and telling us what you've been doing. So one or two things, like I said, before I request Dr. Irfan to share his views. I think some of the fundamental things where the university can really make good use of your professional prowess is, like I said, कि जो हमारी counseling या mentoring aspects है या opportunities हैं. Some of you have volunteered, or you may know somebody who would like to volunteer. So please share the word, spread the word, because that really makes a difference. The Alumni Association has not been very active lately, in the last couple of years, and we've actually been actively engaged with things in the last 2 years that we know of. So we're reaching out to people. We're reaching out to them through LinkedIn, through social media and stuff. But आपको भी अगर अपने circle में पता हो किसी का who you believe has done a good job or has got some accolades and something and is from from IoBM, please refer them to us. Give their information to us. We'll reach out to them if they have a success story that they want to share. We'd love to take that success story to our students. हमारे पास जो counseling और जो mentoring की opportunities हैं, वो हम अब alumni के through ही जो है उसको explore करना चाहते हैं. दूसरी चीज़ ये है कि if an alumni is working with an organization whose services can be used by IoBM, we'd love to facilitate that process for alumni as well. So and of course, like I said, the need of the hour for the institute right now is the internships and the jobs placement piece. So if you can work back with your organizations and let us know how we can get our children, the ones who graduated or are looking at graduation, into an internship in your organization. So that would really be something that we would look out for and something that we really want in terms of information. Moving ahead, if I can request Dr. Irfan, who is the director of IoBM, and he's also the chief patron of the IoBM Alumni Association. And if you can share your thoughts, sir, on the new process as well as the new educational system and how IoBM is geared for the future. Over to you, Doctor.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Mashallah, it's so exhilarating to see our students working exceptionally well and moving from one place to another and rising in their careers. And I think it all depends upon the hard work or the hard-working habit you may have acquired here or elsewhere that has made you go up in your careers. At IoBM, I think, yes, the initial introduction now done. Let's look at what possibilities of interactions you have. One of the interesting things coming out of this lockdown and online education is the ease with which we can have guest speaker sessions come in our classes and so without inconveniencing you or even the classroom lecture. So it can be a half an hour or a 45 minutes, just quick coming into a class and leaving. And I think the classes can be enriched really well. And if you coordinate well with the faculty members, you can really provide something very interesting to the students and also change the monotony of the class also. So one of that is one thing. The other thing I am looking for is actually to offer our internees, because the conventional internships are not there, but this is a golden opportunity for those who are looking for developing some research of their own on the side, or maybe there is a project within the organization that they would like to have to be done by a student or maybe a group of students sitting online. It can be a financial research thing or industry research thing or maybe customer analysis or something which can be done online. So these are two things. The third thing, which is very near and dear to me, is the mentoring part. So if you would like to join in, and this is also one of the ways. So I would like to connect each student of IoBM with one of our senior alumnus, so that they can these students have a good understanding and they can actually have a hand holding in their studies and to provide a context to whatever they are studying. The third thing, of course, as you may know, the disruption that we were talking about actually came in a fashion which has been known as an avalanche, and it hit our institution like anything. But Alhamdulillah, it was a wonderful teamwork from the higher management to the HODs, to the faculty members and the students, and it was a great teamwork along with IT and all people involved to actually convert from a fully physical classroom oriented teaching culture to a fully online and dynamic online education within 5 to 6 weeks. I think the entire process. So the entire 1,000 sections that we were offering in the spring were transformed into online classes. And I think the teachers have learned tremendously. Some of them have really adopted it very well. The techniques and the way they are doing it. And especially even my personal experiences that the meetings are much more productive in this manner. And plus the minute taking, which is now probably a second or a microsecond taking, gets done automatically. So we don't have to worry about the minutes or the seconds or the microseconds or the nanoseconds. And the other thing is, of course, we can actually share the things without, so it is much difficult in a classroom to share something which is on the computer of a student. But while sitting over here, it's much easier. So it has been a wonderful experience, I think, and I think the interactions and the engagements with the alumni can be mutually very beneficial for both of them. So if some of you are harboring some desire for some project that you would like to launch as an entrepreneur, so this is a good way actually to interact with a group of students. You can take some of our a group of students and can guide them and coach them. And we are going to provide in our curriculum a great flexibility in the coming months, actually, whereby we will be able to do all this kind of interaction. So I think brace up for some very interesting ideas and things in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Saab, for your enlightening words. So now I think I would like to open the floor for any ideas or anything of how you feel that the alumni can help engage or work in with you in something. And the floor is open for anybody. Please just raise your hand and you can come in and speak. How would you like the alumni to help you in what you're doing, or and make or IoBM? How would you like IoBM to help you in your career or in your professional or personal life? If anybody would like to say anything on that.
I know. I have an idea. Why don't we put make a portal or something where all the IOBM alumni can access resumes for the existing students or whoever are graduating.
Yeah.
It makes it easier for them to figure out when we go out looking for hiring people. Yeah, because
thank you.
when I joined HBL in 2001, there were like 26 IBA grads and I was the only CBM grad there at that point in time. Now, currently, the 40% of the floor is CBM, and that's a very proud moment for CBM as well, and as for us also, that from 1 to 40% of the floor, it makes a lot of difference. So if we have a portal where the resumes are available, where the alumni can access them, and then easily go out and figure out if they have an opportunity for them.
Yeah, thank you, Arslan, for that. I think to break the news, we've already got a portal in place, and I think over come on another 2 months time that we need in terms of a lead time, and we should be bringing it out.
Yes, 2 to 3 months maximum.
2 to 3 months maximum, you should have it, and we will bring it out where we will list all the alumni onto the portal, and then also do a job matching and a job hunting piece into that as well, a complete HR solution in that as well. So that is something that absolutely spot on. We're looking into it. We're already doing. Haji, anybody else? Any other ideas?
So I believe that this जो ये भी current economic situation है, and I think a lot of company would be letting go a lot of people, and there would be a lot of firing going on.
Yeah.
एक चीज मुझे जो पता है कि IOBM ने जो है entrepreneurship lab start की थी, right? So I think it's time for university to push students and alumni towards entrepreneurship, and this is the time to start new ventures, and I think a lot of alumni can help the new coming startups with the mentoring and business ideas and how to. A lot of can be done within the fintech sector. SSC ने जो है अभी recently जो है वो sandbox environment launch किया है जिसमें they are encouraging people and ideas to come and pitch the ideas and test the products and the services in the market. So I think CBM should focus on the entrepreneurship lab as well, and वहाँ से भी जो है वो एक चीज start करें.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I think the whole entrepreneurial and management section that we've got, which is in the new Shah Jahan Syed Kareem building, it's really nice. Or if you get an opportunity, please do go visit. It's got a full-fledged incubator. We're already incubating about 10 businesses. We're looking at doing another round of that. Sandboxing तो अभी हम नहीं कर रहे वहाँ पे, लेकिन हम एक MIT का fabrication lab setup कर रहे हैं, which is again funded by one of our donors who is funding the whole thing, and it's an exact replica of a fabrication lab that MIT has. So इस तरह की चीजें हैं which we're doing, and whatever ideas you have on that, please do share them with Kamran and these guys, so that they can take it forward. So thank you very much. I think that's something that we're very seriously working towards through the EMEAC platform. Kamran, you want to add anything to that?
Glad to know.
Nahi, I think you have briefed a lot. We have a lot to do for our alumni. For example, this MIT Fab Lab. So we can think of having, for example, some activity around entrepreneurship from within the banking and finance sector, and we can think of ways to connect with the students. For example, there are two ways of communication, as Dr. Irfan a couple of ways he briefed: mentorship or guest speaker, or visiting faculty, or placements. So for example, at this moment in time, over 1,200 graduates are out of their studies. They are looking for jobs. So you can always drop connections of your company's HR, or you can ask us, the Alumni Affairs Office, about the students, and we will send you CVs, both the graduate jobs or MT programs, or the internship, 6 weeks internship. That is a mandatory internship for the students.
Right.
So
Thank you, Kamran.
So I think that's it. Another thing I would like to add here.
Yeah.
Gigi, please.
नहीं आप बोले
I would like to host your batchmates or your companies, and through LinkedIn we can find how many people. For example, we found out that over 100 people are working within HBL across country. So we can have a get together online at this moment, taking advantage of COVID lockdown, and we can host range of activities like these on emerging topics of your interest, sector wise, or anything you would like to add. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Kamran. Thank you. And I think one more thing is that I think we had somebody from Tez Financials as well over here. So अगर fintech innovation के अंदर आपने कोई चीज करनी है या fintech space के अंदर कुछ करना है, तो please do connect with Kamran. I'm sure there's a lot of opportunity. We have a student base, we have the facility, we can really help you with that as well. Gee, sorry, somebody was saying something.
Yeah,
definitely.
Sorry.
Gee, Sarah, sorry.
I would suggest for our alumni to have a WhatsApp group as well, in order to have a quick access, because I think we do have a very efficient mailing system and everything, but it's really difficult in everyday life to check up your IoBM ID and everything. Need to have a suggestion in the professional world, like from my senior, and I didn't have anyone to ask, and I do not feel like going to any other senior from any other institute. I do have that kind of feeling. So I think we alumni should have a WhatsApp group as well, in order to have quick access to each other. We can share job opportunities as well, and I think through that we can personally connect as well if we have certain questions about anything.
Sarah, I've just shared the link here on the chat window. Click that and join the WhatsApp group of finance industry. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, actually we've got alumni के WhatsApp groups जो हमारे हैं, वो फिलहाल हमने जो country chapters हैं उनके बनाए हुए हैं, और एक अब हमने अभी finance और banking industry का बनाया है. So please join that group, and you can be, we have about 140 people in that group as well right now from different places. जी सलमान, आप कुछ कह रहे हैं?
Yeah, I was saying अभी जैसे बात हुई थी sandbox की भी बात हो रही है, incubation की भी बात हो रही है. अब I remember around year back, हाँ पूरा एक साल हो गया, there was some relationship which was brewing between IoBM and OneLink regarding fintech innovation या support to students. Any update on that? क्योंकि कामरान साहब उसको बाकायदा lead कर रहे थे from
जी,
IoBM side.
so things are working. We are working with the OneLink closely. As we move towards lockdown, so things are slow at this moment in time. But I think post July, let's this July crosses and we will be activating that as well. So a lot of things we are doing. I'm also my main work is executive education, and I joined having an experience of so my main work is that, and alumni affairs and incubation is a responsibility I've taken to contribute into, and rest fingers crossed as we move on. By time things will be added. Many things. For example, I just remember the marketing courses in I think in next 10 days. And IoBM EMAC is an exclusive partner for their qualifications in Pakistan.
Absolutely. So I think the whole purpose behind setting up these conversations is that we have these two, we have a two-sided conversation in terms of what your expectations are and how the university can help you, and on the other side, how you can help the university. So it's a two-way conversation. Anybody else who would like to share their
And I
views
am also
before
in
we
conversation
or
with Nina Pint and Amir Khan, who's the chairman. So
Kamran, sorry. Can I just say something here, Farhan?
Ji, Javed.
This idea just came to me whilst I was listening to the conversation over the last 1 hour or so. We are thinking of these linkages between the alumni and the university in terms of internships, guest speakers. I was recently reading a news item. Executive coaching is an area, I think, where we can also look at establishing linkages between individual faculty members and alumni who may need advice. And this advice is going to be obviously completely, there's going to be no commercial thing attached to this at all.
Yeah.
But Farhan, I want to leave this raw idea with you, because you are with Chartered Bank, and that is the environment where these type of things are introduced, and we will talk about them. Can I leave this raw idea with you and see what
Absolutely.
you can do?
No, absolutely. I think Javed sir, you've touched a very important aspect. इसलिए कि जब with Standard Chartered, I was part of this management accelerator program, training program, and my coach, who Standard Chartered hired to coach across different markets for that accelerator program, was a teacher at IoBM, and he's a very good friend of mine, Shiraz Ahmed. So Shiraz was my coach for a period of about 2 years. I was attached with him, and he was so I think that's a wonderful thing that we can definitely look at. And we have that, like I said, we have that expertise in IoBM, and Shiraz is a CIRA certified coach, and he's now teaching. He's now coaching senior executives, CEO level executives for Standard Chartered in different markets.
Right.
So I think it's a fabulous idea. We should absolutely look at it. That if people want those kind of professional grooming, coaching advice, we can do that. And similarly, if the faculty want something, we can come back to them and give our help as well from from the alumni aspect.
Right.
So absolutely, point noted, and we'll take that forward. Haji, anybody else? Any other thoughts?
Yeah, just to add on this. Sorry, Mashkur. You can go ahead.
Continue, please.
Yeah,
You wish.
actually, at Standard Chartered, I recently learned this concept of reverse mentoring. Just to add to what Farhan and Javed Saab said earlier. So this reverse mentoring, basically, what it does, the newer generation or the new blood is basically their views are looked upon to help the faculty maybe or the senior management in order to handle the day-to-day operations or something like that, in order to innovate or achieve operational efficiencies. So this is one thing which can be done to improve the education as well as at IoBM, and to help teachers gain the new concepts and what is better for the students in the current scenario. Okay, this was to add. Now, Mashhur, you can continue.
Absolutely. I think that's a very valid thing. Mashkoor,
I had one suggestion, just like continuing to what Sir Kamran said and what Sir Javed Saab said. Can we hold a session in this lockdown period, especially that where we can link the students with their mentors, and mentors can, or alumni can post their profiles, and students can actually choose which person they need to be from whom they want to be mentored, and then throughout the journey वो फिर वहाँ से उनको mentoring करता रहे, and then it will become an ongoing process from there. And more importantly, if इसको अगर एक और stage पे लेके जाए, so can we hold a virtual sort of career fair if we can do that? I don't know international अपनी आपको placements वगैरह में IoBM को वो ज़्यादा बेहतर बताएंगे, but if we can do that, that will be of really good help for the students at this point in time, especially.
If I can.
Yes.
Mashkoor, we have started a session in summer where we are aligning different specialized people like yourself and different alumni. And we are asking them to come and mentor our graduating class, as well as students who will be graduating in the next 1.5 year. Because these are the people who really need to choose where to go after completing their bachelor's degree. And most of them actually are pretty clueless. So I have started that thing. In fact, just before the COVID started, we also arranged mock interviews for the graduating class, so that our alumni can come in and they can do mock interviews of the graduating class. But if any one of you you are interested in mentoring the students, please do let me know. I was just typing in the message too, and I'm putting in my number too. Please let me know. हम various levels पे आपको engage कर सकते हैं. हम आपको as a guest speaker session भी include कर सकते हैं. हम as a mentor भी कर सकते हैं. हम आपको different term projects के अंदर भी as industrial experts भी आपको involve कर सकते हैं. Like for instance, this summer with Capstone Projects, what we have done is that we have linked each Capstone project, which is this time an academic-based project. We have linked at least 2 corporate experts, because students really need to get the feel of the corporate sector, and वो जो एक connection होता है ना between the theory and the real world, that needs to be there. So I'm dropping in my number as well. Please do let me know. Mashkoor का तो I know his number. और मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों के आप लोगों के names और numbers यहाँ पे किए भी हैं, jot down, so that I know which industry you belong to, so that I can ask you to come in as guest speakers in relevant courses. So that is what we have started doing in summer, or spring mein, fall mein, inshallah we will continue to. I will also include a number of you in our curriculum review meeting as well. तो मैं आपका जो specialization है उससे relate करके आपको जब हम, for example, if we will be reviewing fintech course, then I will ask our alumni who are related to fintech to come and join us, and we can review the course together. We have tried to sort out the courses as much as possible. कुछ इसमें हमें Satish has left. Satish is also in our on our curriculum review committee. but we can include you as well, and we can take it from there. So please, I'm just dropping in my number and my email. Please do let me know if you want to get connected in any way.
Wonderful. Thank you, Tazeen, for that. I think a lot of people will reach out to you and they will share their information with you. So Tazeen's number and contacts are in the chat. You can connect. Any last comment by anybody before we call it before we bring this call to an end?
Yeah, a last comment from me,
Ji, Javed.
Farhan. On behalf of all of us, we wish you a very, very speedy recovery.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. I just
Feel better, Farhan.
thank you very much. So with that, I think we should bring this call to an end. It was a pleasure hearing from everybody, speaking to everybody. I think we got some fantastic ideas from the call, which we will put into action. Kamran and you will hear more from us on the WhatsApp group. So in case you're not on the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group so that we can engage and interact more. Sara, aapne jo kaha ki, you wanted some mentoring or something. I think we can facilitate all of that as part of the alumni purview. So thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you to all the faculty who've been here, Javed Saab, Dr. Irfan, Tazeen, and to everybody who joined us today. Thank you very much. Have a very good weekend. Allah Hafiz.